Welcome to Velopro. Doing these videos out in the woods, where you've seen a couple of my videos, are actually easier than controlling the city environment. I really enjoy the sound of birds and flowing water, and that's why we like our gravel bikes and mountain bikes and bikes to get out with. So, I have been doing a little looking around at some of the greatest problems I've been wanting to pull out of that matrix I keep referring to, and I found one, and it's television. This one's a beauty. It's a 55-inch for about 600 American dollars. It's a beauty. Boy, I mean, that's a big TV. And then I was reading, and then I saw 35% of Americans will die to coronary related heart disease. In other words, 35% of all coronary disease in the United States of America is inactivity related. I don't want you to be inactive. So, there it is. Turns out there's good news. To look, aerobic training on our bicycles, just 30 to 60 minutes a day, a few times a week, 2, 3, 4, whatever you like, but a few times minimum a week will lower your LDL bad cholesterol and your risk for heart related issues. Yeah. That's what it says by the National Institute of Health. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nutritionist. I'm a bicycle mechanic and I'm working on sharing this wheel. I'm simply telling you what I find. Inactivity increases the risk of heart attack, period. The negative effects of inactivity, well, gosh, we pretty much know what can happen. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to do this a whole lot, but I'm going to show you. Okay, you see this belt? Now this belt's 3 years old. So the fact that it even fits me at all, let's put it where the other one is, to be fair. The fact that it even fits me at all is amazing because I've cut it a bunch of times and like I say, I don't use it. It's an old ragged out belt, but it's a foot too long. Inactivity. Yeah, it matters. This matters too. Overweight people are more prone to diabetes. This is a statistical fact. Type 1 and type 2 diabetes are prevalent in the United States, and childhood diabetes is epidemic. I'll leave some information about that. I don't understand how kids can have electric skateboards and be overweight. I mean, when I was a kid, we didn't have electric skateboards. Of course, they weren't invented. But I don't think my dad would have gone that way no matter. No. He believed that kids were kids and they needed to play. I liked his attitude. We had boats and bicycles and all kinds of good stuff. Okay. The lack of inactivity also leads to anxiety and depression. We've talked a little bit about mental health and nutrition, and pretty much I have to confirm that the mechanisms of that are a little bit beyond me because I'm sort of a bike mechanic and that's about all. But I do read. So, activity, and I know from personal experience, after you come back from a great ride, how you feel, and you want to tell your friends, you do a video maybe, you put it on YouTube. A lot of the subscribers on this channel also have YouTube channels, and if you go to the Arts and Culture and Friends playlist, you can see some of them, because I like to pull their videos and put them in my playlist so you can see them, and it also is good for their channel. So it works out really well. So don't forget to check our friends list because we do have really great people there. I promise. Nope. Everybody in my playlist is somebody that, maybe we're not personal friends, but at least in the bike world, they're nice. I do have personal friends in there too, but we'll talk about that another time because I like to brag a little bit about my channel because I'm excited about some of the things and some of the people that I have attracted, but not right now. Okay. Bikes are social. Okay, that's bikes. Well, walking your dog is probably in where I live in the village is probably the most social thing I can do because when I go with my puppy, lots of other people are out and we get to know each other and chat just a little bit, and it's really nice. But bikes are social because I like to race people and be a little competitive from time to time. And people call me names, and they do. And but I keep passing them over and over, which really seems to irritate them, and they can't do anything about it, which makes me very happy. So I can tell my wife, and she thinks I'm nuts. Hey, that's life. But I really do enjoy passing other people, and practically everybody's younger, so it's not saying much when I say someone's younger. I'm talking about 35, 40-year-olds, and I'm whooping them. And they have nice bikes, more or less equivalent. But you have to do these things if you want to avoid that 35% number, right? I don't really, I'm not saying, they talk about, the National Institute of Health will go into a whole bunch of details about idleness and related types of activities, and I don't care about that. All I want to do is get active, and if I realize when I get my cholesterol checked, and I won't give you the number because you won't believe me, but it is remarkable. And I'm getting another test, and I will tell you the number, maybe, but I don't really try to divulge. So it's a good number, very good. And I'd like everyone to have that because low bad cholesterol helps blood flow. And if you're a guy, blood flow is really useful. And if you're an athlete, blood flow is really useful. And if you're a woman, everybody can use blood flow. So it's a good thing. We want to keep that working as good as we can. So I got to get back on chewing this wheel. I want to listen to birds. That means I need to get a tire on that bike so I can go where they are. And I got so much to do, and I thank you so much for watching. But don't be the 35. Just this number is scary. And the childhood diabetes number, come on, this is not right. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you because I just came across this stuff and I found it terribly interesting. See ya.